Hello, everybody. This is George. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. If you're returning, welcome back. I have been using YouTube as a consumer for almost 15 years now, if not more. And there are some things which I have realized as a consumer, of course. And in the last 5 years, I have changed my role into that of a creator. I think I have mentioned before that I have a travel channel, but it's not the only channel, YouTube channel, which I've created or I've run. During the lockdown time, during the COVID time, I had co-created a YouTube channel with my wife, an educational YouTube channel. Both of us are school teachers, so it was only natural that during that lockdown time, we transfer ourselves onto YouTube, transfer our teachings onto YouTube. So I created a YouTube channel for both of us. She's a geography, a social science teacher. So she used to create videos based on geography. And I am a business teacher, so my videos were based on entrepreneurship. But as the world started to open up and the lockdowns ended, we sort of stopped creating videos. That channel had quite a bit of success. There is more than 1,000 subscribers on that. But since it is based on kind of a niche, there is a limit beyond which it can grow. Only my students or students who learn my subject and her students, people who are interested in geography, would watch those videos. So views are good, even though the subscribers are like 1,000 plus. Views are good because certain content is relevant at all times. I guess that's what they call it, evergreen content. So there are views on a lot of videos, still getting good views, but the subscriber base hasn't grown much. And after the lockdowns lifted, after the school started functioning physically, uh, we didn't promote the channel much, mainly because out here the society uh, prefers the face-to-face physical kind of teaching rather than online teaching, especially for school kids. So I even had some people tell me it's better that I stop creating, because it was getting quite popular. I'll tell you, people who are in my circle, in my teaching circle, my subject, they started using these videos more, depending on these videos more, rather than on classroom teaching, is a complaint. That is a complaint that I have heard. So I don't think that would have been like a large number of people. I don't think that there were a large number of people who are using my videos, as a substitute for their classroom teaching, maybe one or two, but still it was a complaint. And I decided, I'm a person who doesn't want any controversies, uh, more so because there is a rule in the government educational sector where I work, that the employees, the teachers, shouldn't engage in social media. If they do so, it should be with the permission of the authorities. So, yeah, I know it's weird. So, the government doesn't allow its employees to engage in social media. I guess they're afraid that if the employees talk something negative about the government, it could affect their image and credibility, whatever. Anyways, since that rule is there, I also decided to go slow. So, what about this channel? Well, this channel also comes under that rule, but I've decided to go ahead with it because this is an expression of my creativity. I enjoy the process of creating videos. So let's see where things go if that kind of clamp down comes from the government side. I'll have to stop it, but I'll let you know. We'll be in touch in some other way. So yesterday was a very interesting day. I can't say it was a busy day. Yesterday, I didn't have my work in my school. I think I have mentioned that I'm in charge of a social service group of the students. It's called the National Service Scheme, and I am in charge of my district. I'm in charge of coordinating the National Service Scheme activities of my district. National Service Scheme is basically a social service project where students engage in community service work. So over the past 1 month, during the month of June, the different schools in my district had made a collection of study materials to be handed over to a department which is running a shelter for kids, disadvantaged kids, and they every year require study materials like notebooks and you know uh, stationaries, other stationaries, bags, water bottles, lunch boxes. So the schools in my district made a collection. I made a request to the schools, and they made a collection of these things. And yesterday was the day that we handed it over. Now, this collection things were stored in one school in the city. Now, I work around 40 kilometers away from the city. For the convenience of all the people in the district, the school in the city was chosen, and I requested that school, and it's the teacher in charge of running the social national service scheme to do this collection and keep the things safely till it is handed over. And now handing over had to be done through my boss. there is the Director General of Education. So we wanted him to be there to hand over, at least symbolically, hand over the things to that agency which is running this shelter. So finally, after around 2 weeks or maybe 3 weeks of trying, we got an appointment with the Director General of Education of the state. Remember, we got his appointment, but the information came day before yesterday around 3:30 in the afternoon that you have to arrange it tomorrow. So immediately I called up the teacher in charge of the collection school's teacher in charge, and conveyed her the message. Please keep one box ready, labeled and all. Keep one box ready because the Director General has given us the appointment tomorrow. But the response I got was sad. The principal of that school has gone on a few days leave, and the charge of the principal is given to this teacher who is in charge of the national service scheme. Now, that being one of the busy schools, one of the schools in the city where most of the activities take place, the next day too they have some programs in the school which require the principal to be present, and they couldn't spare one, at least a teacher or any staff, and they couldn't spare any students. So that put me into a dilemma. It was a bit worrisome for me because the Director General of Education, he has given the appointment after we requesting so much, but then the school where the thing is stored is not ready to cooperate. I was a bit worried, and I might have talked a bit harshly with that teacher. But then again, towards the evening, when I went home and I thought about it, I felt I may have come across very rude the way I replied to the teacher. So I felt bad, and I decided I should make up for it. Anyways, the program has to go on today. It has to happen. So I called up another school nearby, another teacher in charge of the school nearby, and I told him to please go and collect this box from the other school. He agreed. He said he'll bring a few students and be there to hand over the thing through our Director General of Education. So by this time, I had already informed the agency who was running the shelter that see, tomorrow we got the appointment. Can you come to the office of the director so that we can do the handing over? And they were ready. They said they'll come. So that side was settled. It was late into the night when things got settled for the next day. That was yesterday. So yesterday morning, I called up this second teacher who had agreed to go and collect the box, and I told it's okay, I'll go myself and collect the box because I wanted to go and meet this teacher and make things straight. So I myself went to that school, met the teacher. I told her sorry, I understand her situation, and things were okay then. She was happy, I was happy. I collected the box. They had very neatly packed the box and labeled it, and we were able to hand it over to the agency. Even though, unfortunately, the Director General of Education had to go on an urgent work, he was not there, but we could do it. And then after that, there was some other related work, National Service Scheme related work, which I had to attend to till around 2 to 30 in the afternoon. I was with that. So The point I'm trying to make here is, yesterday in my video, I had said my actions should not hurt anybody. My actions or my words should not cause harm, cause mental agony to anybody. That is one of my principles in life. Maybe that is what prompted me to go there directly and solve this problem. Yesterday I was watching a video from Rob the Maritimer, where he made some very valid points on why creators should respect the viewers. Viewers are investing their time and their effort into watching your videos. Respect that and create videos which are useful to the viewer. Don't faff around. Get to the point as quickly as possible. That's just one of the points he made. I'll link the video. It's a really interesting video, relevant video, which all creators should be mindful about. So I found myself relating to that video because of the incident which I narrated just now, what happened yesterday. We become too caught up in ourselves that we forget to think of others, how others might be feeling. Yesterday, I got agitated because I thought only of myself. But when I became calm, I started thinking from the other person's point of view, and things became much simpler and clearer. See, the world already has a lot of negativity. Why should we add to it? You see, as creators, we are creating videos, but we have a responsibility to create something more than that. We have to create a happy place, a place where genuinity, authenticity is appreciated, a place where you appreciate others, a place where you do good and you get back good. So let's create a space on YouTube where things are good, where there's a lot of positivity, where people feel like belonging. Why do we hate going to certain places? As I'm a teacher, uh, when I talk to students, some students who tend to stay home saying that they are sick, and when it becomes a regular thing, if I get the chance, I talk to them and I realize that something bad that happened in school is preventing them from, something bad that happened in school is preventing them from feeling happy to come to the school in the first place. They are not at all happy to come to school. So it's the same with us adults also. If we are happy with something, we'll do that again. If we had a positive feeling about a place, we'll go to that place again. Let's make YouTube that place. So this is the small thought I want to share with you today. I hope I could transfer my thoughts into words. Of course, I'm a man of little words. My English vocabulary isn't that big, but still, I hope I could convey the feelings to you. Thank you for watching. My name is George. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. And if you are returning, thank you for your support.